Now this is King Lorenz representing for the True Man Show, you know. Man like Janik, my brother for life, you see it, the True Man himself. Whoa, yeah. The True Man Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all the stumbling blocks in our way. The True Man Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them jump and sounds in our way. Yeah. Even in a difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, hunting for my bread and it's so hard to find. Ain't no giving in, victory in mind, yeah. Sometimes it's gonna get real tough. It feels like my best is not good enough, and even when it seems like no one cares, the True Man Show, I want persevere. True Man Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all the stumbling blocks in our way. Brother Janik is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them jump and sounds in our way. Yeah. There's got to be a solution, there's got to be a way out. We put the work in motion, moving forward with no doubt. The True Man Show is on a mission, and we've got no time to waste. It's all about progress, moving forward is the True Man aim. The True Man Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them stumbling blocks in our way. True Man Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself from all the stumbling blocks in our way. Yeah. Even in a difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, hunting for my bread and it's so hard to find. Ain't no giving in, victory in mind, yeah. Sometimes it's gonna get real tough. It feels like my best is not good enough, and even when it seems like no one cares, the True Man Show will persevere. The True Man Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself from all the stumbling blocks in my way. The True Man Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves. Yeah.
They ask me show, tell them the True Man Show with Janik. Oh yeah, Janik, this is an easy skanking. Early in the morning, easy skanking. Hold on for your darling, easy skanking. I miss it early in the morning, easy skanking. Give me the man. I just say, ooh la la. The vibes is nice this morning. I just say, ooh la la. Janik, listen how the birds are singing. The birds. Oh yeah. I love this feeling, a wonderful feeling. Early in the morning. Oh, oh, what a wonderful feeling. La la, la la, la la, la la. Janika, tell them this. I want you cool and deadly. La la. Early in the morning. Oh yeah. I want your name. Oh la la. I love it when the birds are singing. Oh yeah, hey, yeah. Big up Johnny, you know, you know what Dante Pastor that. I don't know, say, when the dub plates go special. So when we do a special, it stays special forever. And I say blessings, greetings to all my people out there in the world who is listening to this. All the meditation we can do with Johnny, with all the good people in the world. Block out negative vibes, man. That help none out. When people are negative, trying to make us think and do negative vibes, it's just hurting me and you. It's not hurting me. They love it. You understand? So let's live and live good and live life good, yeah. A life nice. I mean, say, oh la la. Vibes is nice so early in the morning. And I say, oh la la. You can hear the birds singing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ja.
Motivation Academy. What wicked people do don't bother me. Whoa, hey. You don't know righteousness. Keep people is gonna be executed. Now you was no life, no banana shoe.
Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Use no knife, no banana go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, there is equal rights and justice. I'm fighting for it. That's a rain down in, then will I quit. To dust me down in a bottomless pit. I'm gonna find a way to climb out of it. That is simply they can treat me like, use me, push me, cry me in a time. It write a song about it. Just will not stand for it. Get ready for revolute. Because wicked people are being executed as we speak. They're getting their judgment day. Yeah. That's how we're gonna give them a judgment day, is by waking up and move out of our zombified state. It's so terrible. Eh? And you see it once you're out of that zombie state, you see how how people are zombie today. It's terrible. I went out again with Kim today for some test on her health, on her gagging stuff. And went again to the hospital. Terrible. Everybody, everywhere you go, people are on their phones. It's sick. It's like Twilight Zone. It really feels like a Twilight Zone sometimes, I'm telling you. But that you will see it once you let go of your phone and you start. Of course, if you always have your phone and the head down your phone, you probably won't see other people on their phone too. But once you stop using your phone, stop carrying it everywhere you go, you see people with phones. And they think it matters so much. Like, it really doesn't matter. Today, I realized that it really doesn't matter. anything that's going on there. Because when I'm with someone, I prefer have a face-to-face conversation, than use some kind of medium device. Sorry, to talk to someone. But that's what people do these days, especially there's some couple, they speak more on devices than they speak face-to-face. It's pretty sick. Yes, me or we are becoming totally disconnected from the world because we're connected with our device. So we're disconnected from the rest of the world. It could be a good tool to connect, yes, with people, but if it controls your mind, if it's a device that the end game with it is to distract you, get rid of it. Like, it's the same with the other distraction. They must be purged in order for us to really. First of all, I don't need so much stuff external. Once you're able to deal with the inside, that you love travel the inside. Like, I was just sitting in the room. I had my eyes closed. I was like that for about. I was walking up. Sitting, walking, but when I was sitting, I was sitting meditating in the room, like I wasn't, my mind wasn't captivated to a device or to any kind of nonsense that there was available in that room. No, I went inside myself and I started to meditate. My two eyes closed, sitting there, and but there's always like it's terrible. The zombified people. That's what I realized. I don't see it that much because I'm very much by myself. I enjoy my solitude. But when you go out, you see it. But you see it also once you're out of there. You're going to overstand the world, your world. It's to overstand it also. And that's part of the overstanding. That distraction is distracting you. If you never thought that distraction is distracting you, it's not distraction for you, it's reality. That's your life. That's your life, and you don't think it's distraction. You don't think you're distracted because you're in it again. Same as the phone. If you're in it, you won't see it. Like, it's you can't see the big picture if you're in the picture. Same thing. Overstand, perform, and master our will. Very, very important to master. And master your will is mastering your mind, and mastering what you think, mastering your behavior also. Like, that's what I was talking about before with the phones. Same thing. It's mastering every aspect of my life is very important, and especially the mind. What else can I master? If I master my mind, I can do miracles. I can connect. I can perform. I can go out in the world without fear. But most of us are trapped in fear. So if you're trapped in fear, you're not gonna perform, and not perform to inside the dream of health. Perform in a dream of life. Like, really get in touch with the dream of life, which is what is intended for us. That's what life is the dream of life. That's what the intention was. Creating life was us having a great experience together, but we have turned this into a nightmare in many cases. There was lots of suffering, lots of nonsense, lots of people being homeless. That's everywhere, and that's what we were talking with Torch. Torch said, I thought it was only in Jamaica. When I started to travel, I realized that the nonsense is everywhere. Everywhere you find nonsense. Everywhere you find zombie people, living dead, even that broken soul. Like, wonder why DVG says in his song "Surrounded by Mind That's Broken." That's what it is. We have broken the connection to the source with our. And now we operate only from a programming, a ego, and that's all it is. It's our whole life. That would have been my whole life if I wouldn't have woke up and start looking around. And again, waking up is just activating your conscience and stop defaulting to the same thinking as everyone all the time. Think for yourself. Sorry, I gotta do my nose. If there's something I'm gonna brainwash you in here is really to think for yourself, not defaulting all the time. The default state is distraction, for sure. Yeah, it's distraction. And that's what people are distracted with nonsense. They're focusing on dumb shit, thinking that it matters, like what's going on in their phone. Seems very important that the whole world around is shut down. The whole world around shut down doesn't exist. Like they don't even acknowledge people beside them. They don't even like instead of having a conversation with someone, they prefer have their face on their device. There was today there was 7 people in the room. They were all on their phones, and some had 2, and some were plugged in the wall. I was sitting there without nothing. All I had was my key, my wallet. That's it. I don't need a phone. I don't want to know nothing about that because I see. Anytime you find yourself on the side of majority, take a pause and reflect. So I found myself on the side of majority with my phone, always looking at my phone and being so worried of a status update on Facebook or a notification or today is the last thing I watch. I used to get up in the morning and watch the Facebook notification, the flattered stuff on YouTube. So irrelevant now. It's so irrelevant. The more wisdom you gain, the more silent you become. Because you overstand your world and you realize that everybody is deeply, deeply, deeply fucked up. Deeply fucked up. And I'm very polite when I say that. When I say deeply fucked up, I'm polite. So imagine if I would take out the politeness. No, it's very bad. It's very bad what's going on. But again, it's not going on in my world. I try to overstand, perform, and master my world. So I'm not going to default to the same stuff as the zombie people, living dead. I don't know why. I don't have. Seriously, it's really. And again, it's not because they don't know what they're doing. Okay, you might not be aware of what's going on within you or without, but you know what you're doing in a moment. You're being absorbed by something that is really not relevant to your experience. Anyway, if it's distraction, like it could be productive work, like it could be you could be doing something productive on your phone. It's different, but it shouldn't still take all your time and all your attention. But we live in an era, yes, we have technologies. For sure, we have technology, but we must be very, very conscious of how we use it and how we introduce our children to it too. That's another thing. Most parents are very, very hypocrite. Instead of taking care of their children, they put device in their hand, tablets and phones. And yeah, so it's very, yeah. But that's it. It's not because we must freak out and I think it's to honor, but not to get lost in it. Like anyway, I have overstand that. Today I'll be live and direct on byteradiouk.com. I'll be there at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Not that too many people care. I don't think it's a big thing, and that not too many people care, but I do. I do care. I do care about the stuff that I do for sure because that's what I said I was going to do, and I know it's part of the process for me to, in my waking up. It's part of the process to try many different things. To try many different things important. Sorry, very important. Always try many different things. And even if you don't know what you're doing, like look at Torch, the story yesterday, magnifique, magnifique histoire. Moi, j'ai été vraiment, vraiment inspiré par son histoire. Très, très humain, vraiment, le père de 2 enfants, single father. Je lève mon chapeau d'aplomb. Je lève mon chapeau d'aplomb. For sure. Yeah, today I wasn't early. as usual, because I had to do some stuff with Kim, but I said I still have to come and touch base. That's my habit. I like to keep good habits because this way I have less chance to default and less chance to go on low vibration if I keep good habits and powering habits. Like for me, it's an habit to give thanks for life. It's a good habit. Give thanks for life as an habit. And tomorrow I'm going to be live also probably on the Truman Show tomorrow night. Yeah. I feel motivated and my subject will be my topics. My topic or topics, I think will be that moving out of our zombified state or something like that. I'll find something. Usually I find a lot of inspiration when I wake up early during the day. Find lots of inspiration there. Yeah. And but inspiration is something also not necessarily that I have only have early in the day, but I think we should very much be in touch with our higher self permanently, so we are permanently inspired. You know, that's very because inspiration for me is like ideas coming to you. It's like intuition. It's like the inspiration. It's like a whisper inside of you. It's like a whisper, inspiration, whisper. Bit the same word. It's like a whisper inside you. Maliki has a new song. I hear his whisper. Yeah, it's like a whisper we have inside, and that's your intuition. Your what I said, not intuition. Not your drive. Your I had something else in mind before. What I was saying. I don't know. Not present enough. That's what happened when you're not present enough. When you're not focusing, and my mind was going in all kinds of direction, so I forgot what I was talking about. But it's no big deal. Sorry. Friday the 13th. I just saw that. Who says it's Friday?
Time, as a matter of fact, no time.
No time. Check it out.
God of His mercy, I tell you to give up in this time. Yeah, that does you can't give up. I know it's true. You got to hold your head. Hey, you now give up on no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a slide. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in and no time. You know it's about me, said them keep on trying. House time, could I never deny. Well, mama say, Kasam, you got to work hard with a clean hands and pure heart to get a reward. Don't follow no one, don't be no fraud. With your trust in the most like Jaja. I know my foundations are the roof, so I have to always be the truth. No for the ground, them can't come for you. Now give in and no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a slide. Got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in and no time. With what your sister mommy said, them keep on trying. Outside, could I never deny it. Now say them I run the place, put them in the slow. Them at the top, but them in the bottom of the beat. I'm sneaking on the glass and me catch enough of weeper. This is get a use, make me weeper. Papa say, cause I know you can read. Organize and centralize the people, no counterfeit. That you don't do African donation, please. Home sweet, home make me please. I know my foundations are the roof, so I have to speak the truth. No funny ground and can't come for me. I man got to stand, never lose. Salute, now give in and no time. I know the road is rocky and it's full of a slide. You can't permit this a judgment time, or else you lose your mind.
Was up early. I was up at 4. I was up at 4. We had to go early, so I'm a bit tired today. But I'm not. I'm not tired. I'm just. It's not tiredness. It's because I don't feel tired. You know, to say you're tired means you're fed up. You need a nap or something. No, I'm just. I don't know. Maybe the middle of the day hit, something like that. But still, it's all about mastering, performing, and overstanding. But I think at first you overstand. It's the must. That's why I put it first. Overstand. I think at first we overstand our will. Then we start to perform because you cannot master anything if you don't perform it. So you start to perform, and then you come to a mastering of your ability, of your mind, of your time, of your agenda, of your finance, of your all this will come. Like the mastering of your mind and mastering of your life will bring you a personal mastery, and personal mastery can go far. Something that can go really far. So I think it's worth it. It's worth it to put the effort. That's it. But sometimes we don't see why we should put effort. Why? Because we don't have an instant gratification. But it's always worth it. What's worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. Never stop until you get it right. One day you will get it, for sure. One day I know I'll get it right. If I perform enough, if I try enough, if I keep showing up, if I keep on doing my thing without listening to others or caring what people think about me, or I will make it. I will reach my goals. I will reach my dreams. I will bring my dreams to life. Yeah, for sure. That's what I want. That's a good feeling when you can bring your dream to life, to live it. I'm pretty much in it, but there's still goals and stuff that I would like to reach and to do and to. So there's still lots of work to be done. Lots of work to do. It's a commitment of a lifetime. First of all, just to find yourself will take a while. Just to find yourself will take a little while, and then the rest is just connecting more and more, overstanding more and more. You perform, and then you master. Simple. Life is not because it's very, very complicated to process. The whole thing about life. Life is life. But if we don't try, if we don't at least try to master ourselves, master our will, we're gonna be doomed to default state. Doomed to default state. Doomed to be fooled, and don't get fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the system that is distraction, because that's what it will cause. Destruction of your soul, destruction of your connection, destruction of your living vibe, pretty much. System is distraction, destruction, everything together. And Torch, we're gonna have more interview with him. I really, really enjoyed myself yesterday. It was a great vibe. Very happy, very energized by that vibe with Torch. So we're gonna have more for sure. And today 5 o'clock, I'm on live and direct on Byte Radio UK. So don't miss it. Make it a date. Don't be late. Now I'm gonna leave you because I gotta go take care of my dog, and I'll see you at 5 probably with the live feed. I'll probably have the live feed hook up to the radio so we can have the feed on camera too. We will see, but we will be there, and as always, performing. That's what I mark. Performing. I overstood. Now I'm at the stage where I have to perform intensively perform in order to master it big time. So that's where I'm going. Until then, I wish you all a great afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon for many people, or night. Could be night too. Depends where you are. Not too many people watching live. I think there's only one. I wonder who that is. Leslie, are you there? Doesn't really matter who it is. It's like the messenger who speaks is very irrelevant in a way because it's the stuff that has to be spoken. So who speaks it is very irrelevant. So I'm out and I'll be back later around 5 o'clock on BiteRadioUK.com for a little reggae night. Reggae night! Come on. Reggae night. BiteRadioUK.com. Don't miss it. Make it a date. Don't be late. Rise and shine. Live your big story. Live your dream. Go bigger or go home. He's out. We'll be back soon. See ya.